am Sabine Val, and I'm part of the transfer pricing practice in India, and I am here today with Rakesh.
Hi, my name is Rakesh Mishra. I'm a transfer pricing partner with PwC India. Do you think are the key areas what is covered in Action 8, 9, 10, Sabine? The way I see it, documentation and the criticality of it has been made way more onerous on the taxpayer under Action 8, 9 and 10. What's your view on that?
I totally agree, Rakesh. I mean, we've been waiting for a long time for this very hard work that the OECD has done. And of Actions 8 to 10, documentation is going to become extremely, extremely key. It's going to be, you're going to have to document the full value chain for companies. Document also the functions performed, and it's going to be, hard work in details because, just stating it's not going to be enough. So I think you're going to have to identify also the controls. Everything now going to have to be documented and in a very substantive manner.
My reading, Sabine, is the functions in the Action 8, 9, 10 document that we have before us have been given a lot more emphasis, and practically the functions are now the core of transfer pricing documentation because everything else actually follows from there, including the risk. So the comments that are coming out of this paper is risk follows function, and it cannot be delineated from the function. Action 8, 9, 10 paper also talks about the fact that risk can result in negative reward, but clearly the thought there is functions are what decides the risk, and the reward is then flowing through that to the entity or the M&E group member which has the more critical functions and which is in a position to control, manage and mitigate risk. Finally, again, continuing with the theme, I find the resonance of the EU guidelines on the low value added services, also some amount of service regulations of US resonance in the low value add service. It kind of helps the taxpayer quite significantly, especially with regard to very routine and standard services, and the threshold markup of 5% is kind of beneficial to my mind to the taxpayer. But your two bits on that, Sabine.
No, I agree. I think this is a very good progress. Like you said, it's been looked by other countries, and I think a lot of times M&Es have to fight tax authorities on both sides, because the company that the headquarters incurring the cost, the country is telling them please allocate to the affiliate, then the country where the affiliate is saying no, you shouldn't allocate those costs. So I think these low value services propositions are really going to be very good to help companies maybe streamline the disputes or challenges they face. And it also provides for, not having to prove all the time this benefit, which is really difficult. So I think this is a very positive element to say if it's below 5%, let me move on my business and do something else and not just focus on that for companies.
So key messages, Sabine, for business at large and taxpayers across the world and India in particular. First, the documentation requirement has now become very onerous. The conduct of the M&E groups or members of the M&E groups are now highly emphasized. And thirdly, the documentation now needs to become more of a central function or the main group company function than a disaggregated function which we have been seeing in the past.
I think I would conclude by saying really company needs to review what they've done, where they are, in very big details, because challenges can be coming from every side, the parent side, like you said, and the affiliate. So you need a centralized documentations.
Thank you very much, Sabine, for this very interactive and fruitful session.
And thank you, Rakesh, and I'm sure we're going to have more opportunities to work on those different aspects that have been brought up by this latest development at the BEPS level.